What's going on, guys? Brian from Nerd Crew.
And Samantha, and today we're going to talk about some creative flipping methods.
Let's get started. What's going on, guys? So today we're going to talk about some creative ways people are starting to, well, not really start, but are flipping pops online.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you actually want to show them what you...
Yes.
I see you're holding it. Just show it to
Oh,
them.
it's okay. So I was trying to do a mail call video the other day that I got my WWE CM Punk in, got him off of eBay for a pretty good price. Now he's actually $15, $20 higher than what I bought him for, so I'm really happy about that. I just want to show you guys what I got. The mail call video did not come up very well, so.
Yeah. But speaking of higher priced pops, kind of going into our whole flipping ideas and what we're talking about. So Brian and I wanted to talk about Waffles, mystery boxes, and auctions.
Online auctions, yeah. A Facebook group, auctions, and things like that. I think you and I first saw auctions online. We were just going through some Facebook groups and a group in Texas.
Yeah, so there is a company in Texas called, I have all my notes for this, Mr. Robot Toys and Collectibles. They're out of Texas, and on every Tuesday they do Facebook Live auctions. So it is literally a live Facebook video, and they put a pop-up on a stand.
So like they'll put this on the stand.
Yeah, and they will put a price in front of it. Now, granted for them, they usually start the price out well below stash, and then people in the chat bid the price up. Now, when we first started watching, people were a little crazy.
Yeah, we saw some commons. I think even like one of the gold chromes go for like $65.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're talking about pops that are very easy to find at your local Hot Topic, FYE, GameStop, whatever. All you got to do is go out there and get it. And they were paying $65 on auction like 3 days after it came out to get it.
Yeah, I remember one of them was Ezekiel Elliott from the Dallas Cowboys, and they ended up spending like $45. And I'm like, I could walk into GameStop right now and buy that pop.
Yes. Yeah.
It was
the Leonard Fournette went for like 35, and I'm like, I just saw that at GameStop for $11.99. Like, I understand some people it gets them adrenaline rush, and it's like gambling for them.
Yep. That's what it is. It's all, but see, it's a creative way for that company to flip those pops because they're not actually driving the price up. The customer is.
Right, the customers are. It's supply and demand live in your face.
Right, so it's not like on them. They're not being like, hey, pay me $150 for this pop. They're saying, hey, I'm going to start it out at $20 when it's valued at $45, and if you end up bidding it up to $150.
Now, I mean, we did see some $100 pops go for like $75, $80 because no one knew what it was. I guess maybe because they were too new to collecting and they just didn't know what things cost. It was one of the clown pops. It was a clown. I forget.
Captain Spaulding.
Captain Spaulding. I think he was at stash like 109. He sold for like $75.
Yeah, and then I went back and watched one of their old videos when I was getting, well, actually their most recent live auction, when I was getting all my notes together for this, and they actually had a Daniel Bryan, the WWE Shop exclusive.
Oh, the WWE Shop exclusive. That one runs about 160.
It was on PPG for 135 when I looked it up, and it sold for 125 that day. So, I mean...
Yeah, and I think they even do free shipping.
They do free shipping.
So if you got something like that, you pay $5 under stash and you got free shipping with it. Which for me, I mean, if you can, I guess, snipe out the particular pops you want and you can find them in a live auction, and you know they're higher grails. I noticed the higher grails don't go for nearly as much.
Right.
They go for right around stash or PPG. They'll go for about $5 or $10 under.
Right.
Because a lot of the people in the auction, they're either fairly new or they don't know how much that pop really costs because they just bought, you know, a gold chrome, you know, Thor for $65. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's something. It's a weird one. It's they're the only ones I think I've ever really seen do it on a consistent basis, the auctions, and it seems to be working for them. Always wonder.
Funny Faces and what they do one every Monday.
They do one every Monday, but theirs isn't auction style. Those are set prices.
Right.
You can't bid that up.
Right, but the second it's kind of like LuLaRoe. They put it up and go, oh, I want that.
Yeah, and then it's gone.
Right, but it's a set price. It's a set store price.
Yeah, it's not. You can't auction against. You can't bid against one another.
That I think is pretty cool.
Right.
So like instead of like, oh, I have to get this comic shop exclusive, but I don't have a comic shop in my area, and you can find someone like that.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna, you don't have to bid against someone else. You just gotta know what it is before someone else.
Yeah, and have fast fingers and
have fast fingers. So I think that's pretty cool. I got no problem with that. The auction thing, I don't have any problem with it either, because I know what things cost and I know what I want to spend. How much I want to spend. So I guess if you can snipe them out and get a good deal, great.
Yeah, I mean, Brian and I aren't anti-flipping. That's not what we want this video to be about. We can't say that we are anti-flipping. We've never really flipped any pops for cash. We haven't bought something and then turned around and with the intention of selling it. We've bought them for the intention of trading.
Yes.
But we've never bought them for the intention of selling. But I'm not an anti-flipper per se. Yes, I hate when people buy everything so that way nobody else can get them. Yeah, that's annoying. But I'm not anti-flipper per se. So I have nothing against people that do these things. I'm just saying that some of them are creative, some of them are kind of questionable, and then some of them are downright illegal.
Yeah, they are. So waffles are a form of gambling. Not all 50 states allow gambling.
Right.
So I wonder how this exactly works out in states where it doesn't, where they don't allow it, or is it because it's an internet thing and the thing is based in a certain place? And
well, so here's the deal: is that this is what I found doing my research, is that the reason that they call them waffles,
because they can't call it a raffle.
Because they can't call it a raffle. They're trying to skip detection. So basically, you're not allowed to do waffles on Facebook. You're not supposed to be. They happen every single day, every single minute.
Raffles.
No, you can't. You can call it a waffle. It's still a raffle, and it's still illegal.
It is.
It is. So basically, a raffle is not allowed to be done unless it is honed in by the Gaming Commission, and I highly doubt any of these people have gaming licenses to do these things.
Or paying the taxes.
So,
I think that's the big one. Is the IRS will come and snatch you up.
They want the money. Everybody wants their money.
Now, I'm going to tell you all this. We did enter 2 or 3 waffles, I think, in the very beginning, just to see what it was like. I think one of them was a Tony Tiger waffle, and I think it was, $15 to get in?
It was, but I did the minis.
Right, the mini. So explain that one.
So if you guys aren't familiar with waffles, if you've never seen one before, a waffle is usually, so you have let's say you have a $100 pop. It's worth $100 on PPG. You go and you list that pop. You're saying, I'm going to sell 10 spots, but most people don't do it at $10 a spot. They jack the price up about 40% usually. Mm-hmm. So it would be $14 a spot. So let's say you're not filling up your waffle fast enough. You can do another raffle with 14 spots for $1, and whoever wins that one gets a spot in the $14 waffle. So you've still paid for that $14 spot by everybody who was in the mini one, but one person gets in. So now you're like, oh, I got a $14 spot for $1, but everybody else who paid $1 on that waffle gets nothing.
In retrospect, if you're the person that won and you paid $1 for, say, a $100 pop, you're like, this is the greatest.
Right.
But at the same time, everyone else lost out and got nothing.
Yeah. So, I mean,
it's gambling.
We met a guy at Spooky Empire that said he was big into waffles back in the day. He says he doesn't do them so much anymore. Because he lost a lot of money. Yeah. He was chasing grails, and he would constantly enter these waffles for $20 a piece for these, $2,000 pops or whatever the heck it was. But, he'd lose constantly. So, over time, he's like, if I would have gone through and just added up every money I ever spent on a waffle for that pop, I could have bought it outright 2 times over. Yeah. And that's the thing. In that same Tony the Tiger one, we saw people buying 5 and 6 spots and 7 and 8 spots. And I think the mini was 15. The main was 50. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Something like that. Yeah. People were buying 5 spots in the main. Yeah.
So in other words, they were spending $250, $300 just to get in the main raffle. When honestly, for another $100 or $200, you can just buy it.
Yeah. And then I actually entered another set of waffles after the whole Spooky Empire incident. There was somebody waffling away and Elvira. And that one was $5 to get in, but this wasn't a normal waffle. So this is what they call Grail or Fail. It is, so there's like 30 pops. She's got 30 pops up for a list. Each one of them is on an index card with a number. She shuffles them all up. She puts them down. Once you've won the waffle, you pick a number 1 through 30, and she puts a little holder on that card. So I picked 15. And then she turns over every card until she gets to number 15, and that's my pop. And then she turns it up, and whatever it is, I can either take that pop, or I can get an entry into the next round. And you keep doing that until either somebody hits it, like their little marker is on the Grail, or it ended up actually being the last pop available.
Yeah, she did 30 rounds. Every round was Grail or Fail, and the pop made it all the way to the end.
So we figured out, we did the math, she made $1,500 on that one pop. Because 30 rounds, $5 a piece. If it, you know, she's
at 10, yeah, at
10 spots. Like, and then I actually ended up getting into the very last round as well. When they did the last round, I think they actually bumped up the number of spots though. I think they went to like 25 or something like that.
But you had to have entered in one of the previous 30.
Yeah, so that was an interesting.
Or 29.
Yeah, that was the interesting take about that one, is that she said, you know what, I'm only gonna give people a chance who's already played, since it's the last one and like this is make or break.
I find that okay, but also a little. I got you once, I'll get you again.
Right. I mean, you've already put that much money into it,
yeah,
right?
I mean, honestly, yes, it was $15, $16, what, $20, something like that.
Yeah, I think we ended up spending like 15 total. I think we did it 3 times.
Yeah.
I think I did it once, you did it once, and then we did the last one.
Right. Now, in a lot of people's eyes, $15 not a big deal. Now, guys, our pop budget's $30 a week.
Yeah.
So
that's half the pop budget.
That's half my pop budget now. Now I can't do my 3 for 27 at Hot Topic now.
Right.
So waffles for us, it doesn't work. Mainly, a lot of them, it's too many spots, because a lot of them will do like 15 minis to get into a main with 15 spots. So you've got, however many people trying to get 15 spots. It's ridiculous. And not only that, but some of these Grails. Some of these waffles take weeks to fill up.
Right. And then you also have the problem is that people jack the price up so high sometimes. So like certain waffle groups that I was in when I was first looking into it would make the person specify exactly how much they were charging. So it'd be like, this pop is on PPG for $100. I am doing a 40% markup plus $15 shipping. And then it's X out to this amount per spot.
Yeah, so in other words, for their $100 pop, they were getting $160 for it.
Right, but they would make them lay that out for you, because some people only did 30% more, and some people tried to do 50% more, and it's like, okay, guys, like I get it, it's nice, but
I mean, I guess if you get something like this, like I did in a mystery box, that you don't collect, and it's been on Mercari, just in case you guys want to know, this thing's been on Mercari for about 3 weeks now. I don't collect the Sex Pistols. I got it in the Nerds Like Us Christmas Grail box. I don't collect them, so I just kind of put them up for sale to see if anybody wanted it, because I don't collect it. Other than that, I'll just hang on to it. It's not a big deal. But in other words, they'll take this pop and say, okay, this thing's worth $115. Add 60% to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's $165, $170 plus another $15 for shipping. So that's $185 for this.
So I need
185 spots for $1, or however you want to get creative with it,
right,
and slice it up.
10 spots at $18.50 a piece or something like that.
Right.
Like all the kinds of crazy stuff. So.
And the thing is, it could take 4 weeks for it to fill up.
Right.
Or a week for it to fill up. Or,
that Tony the Tiger one, I got into one of the first minis for that, and how long I think it was almost a month.
It took a month. And that's the thing, you forget about it.
Yeah, I was like, hey guys, has the main one ever filled up yet? No, we're still doing minis to fill the other spots. Because that's the thing is once one mini wins, that's only one spot for the main field. So now you got to do another mini for another spot and another mini for another spot.
Right, they had to fill 15 spots 15 times. Well, really only 10 times because one guy bought 5 spots at $50 a pop. So yeah, that's how that works, and that to me is egregious. Not only because people do it, but also because of the pricing. The pricing's ridiculous. So let's say this is a $100 pop. So think of if the pop's $500 or $600.
Right.
So $500 or $600 takes 60% of $500 or $600.
Right.
We're getting into the thousands.
Right. So then you're gonna ask people for what, $100 spot, or you're gonna have so many spots that like
it just gets watered down.
Yeah, your chances of winning go to like garbage.
Oh, like the pink Deadpool we saw.
Oh, that one was kind of fun though. I mean, I didn't mind spending $2 on that. So, I
thought it was $1 a spot.
It was. I got 2 spots.
Okay, so it was a pink cheerleader SDCC, pink cheerleader Deadpool. It was what, 235? But
he did it for 300.
Okay, so he did 300 spots at $1 a piece.
Right. That was kind of
fun. That's it. I wouldn't have wanted to be the one writing out all 300 names.
Oh, he did it by randomnumber.com.
Okay, because I know a lot of them they'll fill up a pop stack with raffle tickets and shake it, put your name on it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Put your name and your number on it. No, he didn't do that. He did he put everybody's names.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine writing out 300 tickets.
On the Facebook page, and he went live on Facebook with randomnumber.com, whatever, .org, and had to do. Yeah, no, I'm not writing out 300 tickets.
I wouldn't envy him. So that's what waffles are, guys. The next one we're going to get to now, this is one that a lot of retailers do. It's the mystery box.
Yes, mystery box.
Oh, the mystery boxes. Now, guys, read all the fine print when you go to buy a mystery box. Because it's a lot more deceiving than, oh, the picture shows this, so I'm going to get one of these.
Right.
Not necessarily. They get really creative on what they type in the descriptions.
Right. You have to make sure you read everything. So I was looking, again, doing all my research for this video at Toy USA, because I know that's one of the big ones. Toy USA puts out a lot of high-priced Grail boxes. They also do smaller boxes, but they're kind of one of the big dogs in the space. They had their Black Friday Grail box. It was $199.95. You were only guaranteed a value of $100. That was your only guarantee.
And not only that, but I believe it even said you could get up to 6 pops.
Yeah, it was going to be up to 6 pops.
So basically, you could get $100 worth of commons.
Yeah. And then your odds of getting back your $200 was 1 in 3.5. The odds of a top 10 Grail was 1 in 12, because there's 10 Grails for 120 boxes.
So they didn't even do 12. So they didn't do 1 for every 10. They did 1 for every 12. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, 1 for every 12.
That's interesting. Mm-hmm. So in other words, only 1 out of every 12 people that... No. 1 out of every...
1 every 4 people got their money back.
Yeah, only 1 out of 4 people got their money back.
So 25% of the group got their money back.
Got their money back.
And then everybody else got half. Or in between half and all. So...
That's, I mean...
But again, so here we go talking about flipping. So flipping to us is people that go out and buy pops to resell them for more money. A lot of those pops that end up in those mystery boxes, especially the lower ones, are brand new pops.
Oh yeah. We'll see a bunch of them that maybe they thought were going to be worth something, and then a month down the line, they realize that pop isn't worth anything.
Right.
And they'll just start throwing them in there. Like some of these gold ones we've seen, some of the Thanoses we've seen, and these like $50, $60 mystery boxes, because these companies and these flippers got stuck into them now. And like, okay, you know what I'll do? I'll just create this mystery box and throw the garbage I don't want in there, and then I'll sprinkle it, I'll salt it up with 5 or 6 good ones.
Right.
And people will pay for it, hoping to God they get those. And that, for me... I'm very skeptical of buying mystery boxes to begin with. Just because you show me a picture doesn't mean that anyone got any of those.
Right. Okay?
So, I mean, nerds like us, great. I saw this one in the picture. It's exactly the one I got. You know, I trust them. I've dealt with them a whole bunch. Some of the other companies I'm not sure about. That's just my skepticism. And I was skeptical even buying this. So that's just, to me, so you show me 20,000 Jeffreys. How many people really got a Jeffrey? Because I watch a lot of YouTubers, and I watch a lot of YouTubers open mystery boxes, and I haven't seen a lot of these pops that were shown in these pictures. I understand we're very small. The YouTube community for pops is small, and I understand that not everyone that got a mystery box has a YouTube channel, but at least a percentage of us should have gotten something.
Right. Yes. So he was talking about nerds like us. We actually, that's the only really high-priced box we've ever bought, because he was actually...
He guaranteed $100
yeah,
value.
It was a $100 box, and he guaranteed $100 value. Now, granted, he had some extenuating circumstances that made him try... He was basically trying to get out of the game and wanted to get rid of his stuff and bring in as much income as he could. So he was doing it for, you know, lets me just push this out and get what I can and just hurry up and get it done.
I mean, he took a loss on them.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, if you look at the retail price of everything that he was selling, that was in those boxes, he took a loss on the boxes.
Yeah, absolutely.
He guaranteed $100 value, and you paid $100.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying that I think companies should do that, because I know that they can't. You can't sustain that model of business at all.
No, you can't, and I understand that. You know, but that's also why, like, we look at these mystery boxes and it says, okay, so I got to pay $200 to get $100. I'm not buying that one. We just do a lot of homework and a lot of just analyzing what the loss could be compared to the gain.
Right.
And they got to at least somewhat even out. If I'm going to lose $100, I need at least $100 back or somewhere near that. Not tell me if I buy a $200 box, I'm only guaranteed to get back $100. Then why not just give you $100 and you just give me the junk that you're going to give me anyway?
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, I would also feel better about it if you said, here, buy this $100 box. There will only be one pop in it, but that pop will be worth no less than $50. At least I know I got one $50 pop. Don't tell me I'm going to get 3 pops in this box that are going to equal $50. I don't want 3 $15 pops.
Yeah, I think Jetta actually opened one of their boxes. They said you would get up to 4.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden it's 6 because he got 6.
Right.
And all he got was like a bunch of like Hot Topic exclusives. He got pops that were only worth about $15 to $20 tops. And I think that box was like $200.
Yeah.
Or $300.
I'd rather have, like, you tell me I'm going to get half my value in a single pop than half my value in multiple pops. Because at least I know I got like one like medium good size pop. Yeah,
I mean that's kind of a punch in the stomach. It's like, not only are you not getting a good one, a really good one, you're getting absolute, what, as Sean Ryan calls, hot garbage.
Yeah, you're
getting a box of hot garbage. Yeah, a hot garbage box for your $100. I'm gonna give you hot garbage that you're not even gonna want, and you're not gonna be able to. And when you try to give it away on your live stream, they're just gonna keep popping it for because no one wants it.
Yeah, can I just get one like okay-ish pop instead?
Right.
Don't give me hot garbage. One, if you just tell me all boxes are $100, every box will contain one pop. You'll either have a pop that's worth $200 or you'll have a pop that's worth $50. I'll go, you know what? Maybe I'll buy that.
Well, Chi-Town does that. The $35 box we bought,
they
said you're going to at least get $30 value back.
Mm-hmm.
I think Crota's worth like $35, so we got exactly what we paid for it.
Right.
So that would have been if I would have went on Mercari and got them for $35 anyway.
Right.
So that's fine. I think Chi-Town is a good one.
Shumi's a good one.
This is what I think is the best value in mystery boxes. If you're a new collector or if you're trying to get collections in total of a certain line. So Shumi's box is $15, and you have a chance of getting complete sets of pops. So you could get a set of the new wave of Harry Potter or the wave of Mickey's for $15.
Right.
You're not going, and it's going to be a common or exclusive or a chase or something like that, but you also have a chance of getting a set for $15.
No, the pop inside is always a common. So, because I looked at his last again.
I think it could be like a Hot Topic or something like that.
Oh, maybe. I don't know, because the last one said, it's just that it's guaranteed a common. So maybe it could be an exclusive too. It says guaranteed a common. But I looked at his last mysterious boxes that went up. There was 200 boxes in total. 25 of those boxes were grand prize winners that contained a code for a set. And a set is 2 or more pops, obviously. So like the Romeo and Juliet was only 2 pops. But like, you had one of the other sets was like 15 pops.
Yeah.
Like it was like a big set, And then so I did the math, and it was like you have like a 13% chance of getting a code.
So I mean, that's a better chance for $15 on getting a code for a complete set than ordering a $200 Grail box, and your 10%, you're gonna get your money back.
Yeah.
So.
No, 25% of people got their money back in that. They got the 200. So, your chance of getting your money back, I guess, are a little better.
But on a budget, though, for $15, I mean, I know for me, I wouldn't mind buying $15 mystery boxes. I know Emma Funko did, and she got a Stranger Things set out of it. I watched Jetta get one. He got the Jurassic Park one. Now, that was long before he was even affiliated with Schumann.
Yep, that was way back in the day.
That was way back in the day, because that was the Jurassic Park set. That thing's, what, a year and a half old now? Something like that? Mm-hmm. I don't think Caitlin did, though. I know Caitlin gets... No, she got a subscription box.
She gets a subscription. I don't think she really does the mystery boxes.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's 2 people that I know of that got them. Now, of course, there can be a whole lot of other people that got them.
Yeah.
But the fact is, that's 2 more people I've seen got something out of a mystery box than I've seen people actually get stuff out of mystery boxes.
Right.
That certain couple excluded from all that, because apparently they're the luckiest people on the face of the planet.
Yeah.
And they get $1,000 Grails out of $15 mystery boxes. I'm not going to tell you who it is. If any of y'all have watched YouTube and you guys are in the community, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, you guys know who we're talking about. And that was kind of one of the inspirations for this video. Not, I have nothing against what anybody does, but it became a hot topic of discussion with the Waffles and the mystery boxes and the crazies and the whatevers. And it was like, you know what, let's sit down and talk about it and kind of lay out how we feel about it and some of the information that I found out, because I did do quite a bit of research about these things. So, but so speaking of mystery boxes that you don't really have a chance or don't know your chance, this is the newest one that I've heard about, and I heard about it from Sean Ryan. Gotcha Robot. So Gotcha Robot is like a vending machine style mystery box is what they call it.
So in other words, for me, like press it in to get my bag of Doritos out of the vending machine at work. You press A3 and something comes up.
I don't know. I don't really understand why they call it a vending machine style. I guess because they say they just pick it at random, like it just like claw vending. Whatever.
I don't know if I really want some claw machine grabbing my pop and destroying the box.
I don't think it really grabs it.
Well, that's how everybody does their mystery box, though. They write numbers on them. They pre-package them, write numbers on them. You pick a number and go ahead. What's the difference? So
what it is like if you go on their site, you'll see that like they have the little thing set up and they'll show you like 6 different pops that could be in this group of pops that are going to be included in this box. There's only 6 different ones that you can get.
This was the one you were talking about, but they don't tell you how many numbers of certain pops are in there.
They don't tell you nothing. So like there's like one that's like a, I think their boxes are like $30. They're not expensive. So there's one that's like a $80 pop on the top. And then there's one below it that's like a $40 pop. And then the other 2 are like $5 pops. Or the rest of them are like $5. They're like...
So in other words, out of this vending machine, they don't tell you how many are in there.
Nope.
So in other words, there could be 400 of those commons and only one of each of the higher ones.
Yeah, they don't tell you how many total they're going to sell. They don't tell you, there's 1,000 total. They don't tell you how many of those thousands are special and how many of those... Like, it's literally, like...
I wouldn't do that.
A shot in the dark. Like, that one I can't. I'm like...
if anybody wants to do that box, give me the $35 and we'll call it even. I'll send you a $10 pop.
Sean Ryan's been doing them, and I guess he's had some luck with them, but I can't. I don't know.
I don't have that kind of income to just throw money away.
That one scares me. I'm like, I don't. Maybe if you guys know, was there somewhere on the website that I was missing where there's a description or something that tells you, or did they tell it on Instagram?
Oh, definitely. I mean, if we're getting information wrong, we want to know that we got the information wrong.
Because this is how I perceived it from visiting the website and looking around and browsing around for a little while. I was like, what the heck is happening? Yeah.
So I mean, flippers went from waiting out in front of Hot Topic and buying 10 and 20 of them, and now I'm not allowed. Now I'm not able to get mine because I wasn't first in line. To now, since they limited them, now they just take them and they put them on live auctions, and they do Waffles, and they do mystery boxes, and everything else just to get that higher price for their Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Me, this guy will just sit on Mercari till somebody really wants them. I'll leave my Mercari link in the description if somebody sees it and goes, oh, I really want it. And I'll tell you what, if you mention you saw me on YouTube, I'll cut you a little deal.
Yeah, I'll give you a little discount.
Give you a little discount. Mainly just because I'm at least trying to get some of my money back on it. That's all.
Yep. But that's about it, guys. I think that's pretty much.
Was that all you had? The mystery boxes and everything else?
Yeah, I think that's it. This is a long one.
We'll leave the description for Shumi's mystery box in the description.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got another one coming up soon.
Yeah, I'll leave links to his sites. I'll leave links to pretty much everybody, just so you guys can go check out who we were talking about and kind of see what we were doing. And if you guys haven't already, if you are interested in doing waffles, there are plenty of groups on Facebook, all that kind of stuff. You guys can go check out all that fun stuff. If that's your bag and that's what you want to do,
hey,
more power to you.
More power to you guys.
Look at us. We collect plastic. I am not here to judge anybody on what they want to do that makes them happy.
No, guys. I mean, like I said, if you have the means to do things like that, I applaud you. I don't. But at the same time, I don't feel like getting ripped off my $50 and someone just telling me, oh, yeah, the number didn't generate your number, so there you go. Yeah. I can take that $50 and save it and keep saving and buy something awesome like this. I can just keep saving my money and get my $100 pop that I wanted and call it a day. Yeah. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Have a good night. Have a good week. And that's it. Take it easy.